Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Diah Ramadhani with study number 2341-2060 from the Accounting Study Program. Today I will be presenting a very fundamental topic in the study of business law, namely understanding law and business law. Law is one of the most essential systems in society because it regulates how individuals, organizations, and governments behave and interact. Without law, social order and business operation would descend into chaos. As future business professionals, understanding the nature of law and how it applies to business activities is crucial. Throughout this presentation, we will explore the meaning and purpose of law, the characteristic and source of law, and how this concept evolve into business law, which governs commercial transaction and corporate conduct in the modern economy. Okay, definition and nature of law. Law can be defined as a system of rules created and enforced by a sovereign authority, such as a government or legal institution, to regulate human behavior within a society. The law aims to create order, justice, certainty, and welfare. According to jurists like Hans Kelsen, law is a normative system that governs what ought to be done, not what is actually done. Meanwhile, Roscoe defines law as a tool of social engineering, meaning that law is designed to shape society and guide it toward justice and progress. Essentially, law establishes the boundaries of acceptable behavior, provides sanction for violation, and ensure that everyone's rights and obligations are clearly defined and protected. Next, the purpose and foundation of law. The purpose of law is multifaceted. Its primary goals include maintaining a social order, protecting rights, enforcing justice, and promoting social welfare. Law functions as a regulatory tool to prevent conflict and as a conflict resolution mechanism when disputes arise. It also serves a protective function, ensure fairness in relationships, whether between individuals, organizations, or between citizens and the state. In business context, law functions to provide legal certainty, protect transactions, and foster trust between parties. For example, contract law ensures that agreements are honored. Consumer protection law guarantees safety and fair treatment, and labor law maintains a balanced relationship between employer and employees. Without law, business activities would face content, uncertainty, and risk. Next, characteristic of law. Law possesses several essential characteristics that distinguish it from other social norms, such as morality or customs. First, law is subversive, meaning that it is backed by state authority and can be enforced without sanction. Second, a law is universal and binding. It applies to everyone within its jurisdiction without exception. Third, law is dynamic, as it evolves alongside social, economic, and technological change. Finally, law is systematic, forming a shorthand and structured set of rules that interrelate logically. These characteristics ensure that law functions effectively as an instrument of order, justice, and progress in society, including in the business world. Next, a source of law. The source of law refers to the origins from which legal rules are derived. Generally, law is based on several key sources. The first is legislation or statutory law, which consists of written laws enacted by legislative bodies such as Act, government regulation, and decrees. The second is customary law, which arises from the consistent practice of a community that are accepted as binding. The third is jurisprudence, meaning past judicial decisions that serve as references for similar future cases. The fourth is doctrine, referring to the opinions of legal scholars that influence legal reasoning and development in Indonesia. The hierarchy of legal sources is outlined in Law in 12 of 2011, which defines the order of legislation from the Constitution to regional regulation. Okay. Next, the concept of business law. Business law, also known as commercial law, is a branch of private law that governs relationships between individuals or entities in business and commercial activities. It encompasses a broad range of legal areas, including contract law, company law, investment law, banking law, consumer protection law, intellectual property law, and bankruptcy law. The main purpose of business law is to ensure that business activities are conducted fairly, transparently, and efficiently. It provides a legal framework that allows a business to operate with confidence while protecting the interests of all parties involved, from investors and employees to consumers and the governments. Next, the importance of business law in modern commerce. In today's global economy, business law plays a vital role in maintaining stability and trust in markets. Every business transaction, whether buying a product, signing a contract, or merging with another company, is governed by legal principles. Business law ensures predictability, enabling parties to know their rights and obligations before entering an agreement. It also provides mechanisms for resolving disputes through litigation, arbitration, or mediation. Furthermore, business law helps prevent unethical or fraudulent practices that could harm the market. For instance, a law against insider trading protects investors in the capital market, while competition laws prevent monopolies and promote a fair trade. In short, a business law is essential for building an ethical and sustainable business environment. Next, a relationship between law and ethics in business. Although law and ethics are distinct, they are deeply interconnected in business. Law defines what is legally right or wrong, while ethics concerns what is morally right or wrong. Sometimes a business action may be legal but unethical, for example, exploiting a loophole in labor laws or avoiding tax through aggressive schemes. Therefore, ethical standards go beyond legal compliance. emphasizing values such as honesty, fairness, responsibility, and respect. A good business should not only obey the law but also uphold ethical integrity. In the long term, ethical behavior strengthens a public trust, enhances reputation, and contributes to sustainable success. Next, the role of law in supporting business growth. Law plays an active role in supporting economic and business growth. By providing clear rules and protection, the legal system ensures investment and entrepreneurship. Investors are more willing to commit capital when they trust that their property rights and contracts will be enforced. Likewise, small and medium enterprise or SMEs benefit from legal protection in areas such as intellectual property, financing, and competition. In Indonesia, existence of business-related regulation like Company Law number 14 of 2007, Investment Law number 25 of 2007, and Consumer Protection Law number 8 of 1999 provides a strong legal foundation for healthy business development. Next, challenge in implementing business law. Despite this importance, the implementation of business law often faces various challenges. These include inconsistent law enforcement, overlapping regulation, corruption, and limited public understanding of legal rights. Globalization also brings new challenges such as digital transactions, cybersecurity, and cross-border commerce, which require constant legal adaptation. Therefore, government, legal institutions, and business must collaborate to strengthen the rule of law, improve regulatory clarity, and ensure fair enforcement. Only through effective implementation can business law truly promote justice and economic progress. The application of business law in modern business practice. In today's globalized and technology-driven economy, the application of business law is more important than ever. Business law serves as the foundation for ensuring fairness, accountability, and transparency in corporate activities. Companies must comply with legal requirements related to contracts, employment, taxation, consumer protection, and environmental regulation. In international trade, understanding cross-border regulation such as intellectual property rights and digital transaction laws is essential to prevent legal disputes. Furthermore, a business law provides a framework for resolving conflicts through negotiation, arbitration, or court proceedings, ensuring that all parties' rights are protected. In practice, managers and entrepreneurs who understand business law are better equipped to make strategic decisions, avoid legal risks, and maintain ethical standards. Therefore, mastering a business law is not only about knowing the rules, it is about applying them wisely to create sustainable and lawful business operations. Conclusion. To conclude, understanding law and business law is crucial for anyone involved in the world of business. Law provides order, justice, and certainty, But business law specifically governs commercial relationships and protects economic interests. It defines how business should operate, how contracts are made and enforced, and how disputes are resolved. In the modern economy, where markets are increasingly complex and interconnected, the role of law is not just to regulate but also to empower business to grow responsibly. Therefore, as a future business leaders, understanding legal principles and applying them ethically will enable us to contribute to a fair, transparent, and sustainable business environment. Thank you for your attention. That concludes my explanation. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.